In 2016, a 10-foot tall metal pillar appeared in the middle of a Utah desert, and it was there for 4 years until it got discovered in 2020. Nobody knows who put it there, but once it was discovered, it attracted a lot of attention. It was named the Utah Monolith, and people made their way to the site to go see it for themselves, take pictures, until eventually it was removed by a couple of locals that lived in the area. It was very strange and interesting. It made you think, which is what art is supposed to do. So without further ado, welcome to Weird Art in Utah. Most people associate Utah with two things: mountains and Mormons. Everywhere you look, you are surrounded by incredible scenery. But
have you ever seen Joseph Smith's face on a Sphinx body? This sculpture can be found in the Gilgal Sculpture Garden located here in Salt Lake City. This garden was started by Thomas Child in 1947 and contains 12 original sculptures and over 70 stones engraved with different scriptures, poems, and philosophical texts. He was a masonry contractor and continued to work on this garden until his death in 1963. The garden is named after the biblical location Gilgal, which also happens to be a city and valley in the Book of Mormon, a key text in the LDS faith. Now, the Sphinx represents a few different things, as described by Hortense Child, the wife of Thomas Child's son, Robert.
You know, the Sphinx stands for the mysteries of life, the unanswerable questions, who we are, where we came from, where we're going. Those are universal questions of mankind.
I would have brought goldfish, but goldfish are expensive, so I got whales. What the hell? This is technically two pieces of art actually, and they're fairly recent as well. The giant humpback whale itself is called Out of the Blue, and it was made by Stephen J. Kessler in 2022. It's located at the 9th and 9th roundabout here in Salt Lake. Kessler grew up in this neighborhood from his teenage years. The whale symbolizes community, resilience, and harmony, and was made possible through Salt Lake City's public art program, as well as a few other organizations and committees. The second part to this piece is the paint on the whale, which is interesting because the color is called Point of Reference instead of Out of the Blue. The paint was done by Michael Murdoch, who spent 11 years in this neighborhood and even worked at the iconic Cafe Espresso, located just right over there. Every 3 to 5 years, this whale will be repainted with new designs and be reinterpreted. It's been 2 years since this was made, so we may see a change here in the next little bit. And if you don't like the design, all you can really say is, oh whale. Get it? Because it's a whale, and I'm eating whales. Okay.
In 1970, Robert Smithson used over 6,000 tons of black basalt rocks and earth to form a 1,500-foot-long rock coil that was 15 feet wide. Located on the northeastern shore of the Great Salt Lake, the piece spirals counterclockwise out into the lake. The boulders and rocks were sourced from the now extinct volcanoes found in the area, and was constructed by his crew of dump trucks and front loaders at a time when the water levels were low back in the day. Today, however, the piece is nearly visible year-round, due to droughts, and is a testament to the ever-changing landscape. It kind of reminds me of that art concept, the golden ratio. I wonder if it was inspired by...
So this next piece, we're thinking outside of the box. It's literally just a bunch of boxes stacked on top of each other. This one's called Ratio. It's by Andrew Rogers. I believe it was a commissioned piece. It stands at about 44 feet tall. It's based on the Fibonacci square or Fibonacci sequence, and as an artist myself, I should know what that is, but I don't, so I'm gonna let editor Brandon take care of that.
The Fibonacci sequence is the rule that each number is equal to the sum of the numbers that come before it. It is closely related to the golden ratio, a phenomenon that occurs naturally throughout the world and is commonly used by artists and architects alike to create aesthetically pleasing art that guides the viewer. If we look at the ratio structure, we can see the Fibonacci sequence in action. Start from either edge and add the bricks together. 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 2 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8, and 8 plus 5 equals 13. Now, I can't quite figure out how the golden ratio is in effect here, or even if it is, but I'm assuming that the gold block at the top is a reference to the concept.
He's also got another piece, and it's called Elements. It's about 200 feet right over there, and they're just 4 pillars. They're meant to represent the elements, the earth, air, wind, and fire. This is out in Green River, Utah, just right up.
Well, I seem to have glitched into oblivion. My mic was having issues, I guess. What I was trying to say was that this is located right off of I-70 in Green River, Utah. Oh look, I'm back.
Pretty weird.
Well, that is the end of this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you found something interesting. You can come see all of these pieces for free. They don't cost anything. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel. It helps me out and helps give me motivation to make more videos. Leave a comment on which one was your favorite, or if you know of any other art pieces that are weird. And I will see you in my next video.
Now imagine I wasn't recording.